This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, Governor Janet Mills delivered her State of the State address before a joint convention of the legislature last night.
Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard was there and has a recap of the speech and reaction from lawmakers.
The state of our state is strong.
During her State of the State address, Governor Mills addressed the legislature and Maine people about the impacts the recent severe storms had on the state, and she says more investments need to be made to fight climate change.
Essentially, I'm talking about taking from the rainy day fund to respond to some pretty rainy days we've had and some pretty rainy days ahead.
It's the number one threat to our world. Our top leaders don't address it enough, and there are still people in this building that are in denial.
I'm not an advocate of the climate change issue. I've proven several times that the climate crisis was not what caused the storms that happened.
The governor also focused on the October 25th mass shooting in Lewiston. During the speech, she mentioned that 2 days prior to the mass shooting, the FBI ranked Maine one of the safest states for gun violence.
In late October, a gunman took the lives of 18 innocent citizens from ages 14 to 76 and injured many more, physically and emotionally. For the sake of our state, doing nothing is not an option.
That call for bipartisanship was echoed by some lawmakers, but others held their ground when it came to their views on gun rights.
But taking away and making it more difficult for law-abiding citizens to have the means to defend themselves and their families, that's not going to make us safer. It might give us an illusion of safety. Government's great at doing that. But what we need is the ability to defend ourselves and our families.
And I think what she said, for some, it's not enough. For others, it's too much. So let's hope we can get something done in the middle here.
I get a little worried that we can be a little too partisan, and I hope that for the sake of the people of Maine that we're able to kind of shove some things aside and actually pass something that's meaningful.
Governor Mills adds that while it has been a hard, tough year for Maine, Mainers are resilient.
Maine people do not welcome crisis or disaster, but we will always rise to meet them.
At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The bill seeking to give subpoena power to the commission investigating the Lewiston mass shooting cleared its first legislative hurdle today. The commission said they are seeking subpoena power so that they have the ability to compel witness testimony and documents from sources such as the U.S. Army, which is refusing to cooperate with the commission's investigation. The bill passed the Judiciary Committee by unanimous vote. Because the measure is classified as an emergency bill, it would have to be approved by both chambers with a 2/3 majority in order to pass. If successful, though, the bill would take effect immediately after passing.
The December storm that caused major flooding and power outages across the state has been declared a major disaster by President Biden. This move will hopefully provide more relief to the impacted counties that are still trying to recover. Our Grace Blanchard has details.
On December 18, 2023, communities across central and western Maine faced significant flooding, prolonged power outages, and extensive damage. On Wednesday, the Biden administration officially declared the storm to be a major disaster.
This is welcome relief for individuals and families in the counties that sustained some of the heaviest damage as part of the December storms. They've been patiently waiting. It's great to have this news.
A federal investigation determined the storm caused more than $20 million in public infrastructure damage. The official declaration by the president allows for additional funding to help cover the cost of repairs and establish disaster recovery centers in the counties that were most impacted.
There are 9 counties that are eligible for public assistance to fix infrastructure, buildings, roads, culverts, things like that.
Individual assistance will also be made available to eligible families in Androscoggin, Franklin, Kennebec, Oxford, and Somerset counties. However, the January storms that resulted in destruction all along Maine's coastlines are not included in this disaster declaration.
If we don't build back more resilient and better to hold on to that 20 miles that the state of Maine has for that working waterfront, we are just not going to be able to survive.
However, MEMA officials say efforts are underway to receive more federal funding for the January 10th and 13th storm surges.
We deal with things one storm at a time. Process is still underway for the January storms, and we don't have that information just yet. We expect to in early February.
Helpful links to recovery resources are available on our website. I'm Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, switching gears now, gambling has come a long way since the days of the Rat Pack and riverboats. With Maine's online sports betting and the Super Bowl less than 2 weeks away, our Doug Banks shares with us some terminology you need to know before you make that first bet.
It only takes a few clicks to have sports betting at your fingertips. And according to Maine's Gambling Control Unit Executive Director Milton Champion, a lot of Mainers have been on state-approved DraftKings and Caesars Sportsbook, making those few clicks. Due to the state's 10% tax cut, the department estimated over $6 million will go to Maine government by the end of the first year. Now, almost 3 months since going live, the state has brought in over $900,000.
The estimates were around $6 million, and if November and December is the indication, it looks like we're going to meet those estimates.
Using the department's app to track bets in real time across the state, Champion says on Super Bowl Sunday, the map will almost be completely covered. Historically, Super Bowl Sunday brings in a lot of bets, and this year will be the first Super Bowl to have the ease of making bets on your phone in Maine. And Champion says the same advice still applies no matter what day of the year it is. Know when to walk away.
It's a fair industry, you know, it really is, but you got to have your own controls as well.
Some jargon to look out for includes prop bets, a side bet that doesn't include the final score, like points, tackles, or carries. A teaser is parlays with numbers adjusted in the user's favor in exchange for a lower payout. A reverse teaser or pleaser means the opposite. To see these and many more, go to our website, foxbangor.com. In Augusta, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Warden Service is expanding a program to safely and quickly rescue people with cognitive conditions who've gone missing. Our David Ledford has more on Project Lifesaver.
The Maine Game Warden Service carries out several search and rescue missions each year, and a number of those calls are for individuals with a dementia-related illness who have wandered away from home.
Generally, we respond to dozens in the course of a year, searches for people with either Alzheimer's, dementia.
According to the Warden Service, those calls can be a drain on resources.
Those searches can be some of the most difficult and kind of last the longest, cost the most. You're talking about bringing in our staff from all over the state sometimes.
That's why for the last 3 years, the Warden Service has been using Project Lifesaver to help bring loved ones home.
I've located the subject.
Under the program, those with a dementia-related illness wear a wrist or ankle bracelet that emits a radio signal. In the event of an emergency, trained response teams can pick up the bracelet's signal with a tracking device. Maine game wardens say that this cuts down on search and rescue times significantly.
Having something like this that, you know, instead of a day, 2 days, 3 days searching, sometimes you can end it in 20 minutes.
This week, the Alzheimer's Foundation of America awarded $6,000 in funding, which will be used to open up the voluntary program to more families.
Wandering is a very common behavior among individuals living with dementia, and it's also extremely dangerous. This is something that caregivers can use to keep their loved ones safe.
To learn more about Project Lifesaver, visit our website, foxbangor.com. In Sydney, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Those situations even more concerning when you know the conditions outside are particularly adverse, and we've had some very frigid temperatures in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, we really have. You would hate for a loved one to be out there not knowing where they are, so great piece of technology there.
Absolutely, and in the meantime, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see what kind of temperatures are heading our way tonight.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. And our streak of cloudy skies has finally been broken. We had 8 days in a row of mainly cloudy to really thick, cloudy skies outside. Well, yesterday, though, we did see, of course, lots of sunshine outside, and that streak was broken. For today, though, unfortunately, mostly cloudy skies. But look at these morning lows. Very cold. 5 below zero here in town. We're talking 13 below zero in Millinocket area, and wind chills were, of course, a lot colder than that. So very cold air was here in the morning hours. High temperatures, though, rebounded nicely, near average here in town. Right by the coast, we got Machias, Bar Harbor, of course, into Rockland. Temperatures in those upper 20s once again. Overall, though, mainly cloudy skies, and get ready, a little bit of snow will be moving in by tomorrow. Very light, though. Overnight tonight, though, folks, we are talking mostly cloudy skies, temperatures hovering in those upper teens.
Yeah, I'll take 20 and 21 over the 5 degrees it was when we all went home last night.
Seriously, it'll feel like a heat wave at that point.
Indeed. Well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, kids at the All Saints Catholic School complete a service project aimed at helping Maine's homeless population.
And a traveling art exhibit aims at sparking interfaith dialogue around abortion. We'll have those stories and much more. We come right back.
CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. CEM specializes in design build for commercial and residential projects. Whether you need help with older construction, new build-outs, or electrical services, CEM has you covered. CEM is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMMaine.com.
What's happening at the Penobscot Ice Arena?
Youth hockey leagues. Public skating. Stick and puck.
Birthday party.
Adult hockey leagues.
Frozen Friday laser light skate.
Lace up your skates today at Penobscot Ice Arena in Brewer. For more info, visit penobscoticearena.org.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Foxcroft Academy, Howard Insurance, Johnson Foundations, Mallard Real Estate, McCusick Petroleum, and R&K Variety.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers, with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Students at All Saints Catholic School took part in a service project benefiting the homeless population. Our Matthew Jurancic has details.
Students at All Saints Catholic School helped assemble care packages that will be delivered to those who need a little extra help in the Bangor community.
It makes you feel good when you can have you and a little kid help make a difference in the community.
This act of kindness is part of Catholic Schools Week. Students at All Saints Catholic School participate in a variety of activities throughout the week that will help celebrate the educational mission of the schools all over Maine that fall within the diocese. Today's activity included putting hand warmers, food, water, and trash bags into care packages, ensuring the homeless will be taken care of.
I want them to maybe feel like someone did this for me, someone cares. The people that made this really cared about who I was, and they didn't judge that.
The students who helped out are supporting the PATH program, a program offered by Community Health and Counseling Services. Members of the team were at the school watching the students assemble the bags, excited that the kids were able to lend a helping hand.
It's really special to have, you know, the kids in the community give back to folks who are unsheltered, and so this gives them a bit of hope who we're outreaching to get some basic supplies and just let them know that there's kiddos out there and other people in the community that still care about them.
It's a really concrete thing, something food that kids can relate to. It allows them to really understand how they're able to directly help somebody that's really needing that support.
All Saints Catholic School 4th grader Shyla Knight was one student who helped create care packages for the homeless. She says it's important that no matter what's going on in your life, people do what they can to help you out.
Everybody's important in their own way, and it's okay if you're homeless, they're loved.
In Bangor, Matthew Juronsik, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A traveling exhibit is now on display at the Wilson Center for Spiritual Exploration and Multi-Faith Dialogue in Orono. The visual and narrative exhibit, called Focus on Abortion, Americans Share Their Stories, was created by photographer Rosalind Banish. It features stories from across the U.S. from women who've had abortions, their partners, and health professionals who provide abortion care. The exhibit will be on display through February 23rd with an opening reception on February 4th.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, there's going to be an improv comedy fundraiser for a little boy from Standish who's had to spend almost his entire life in the hospital.
And in sports, Amy Vachon is sticking around for at least 4 more years. We'll hear from her and the Black Bears right after the break.
The Honda Civic is designed to move you. In fact, Car and Driver has called the Civic more fun to drive than top competitors, because in their performance testing, the Civic came out ahead. With more power and sharper handling than its rivals. The Honda Civic, built for all kinds of fun. Get a great deal on the Civic. Contact your Honda dealer today or shop online.
Are your basement walls bowing, crumbling, or failing? Hi, I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basementy. Our stable lock wall system offers a patented, affordable, and permanent solution to save your foundation walls. It stabilizes, fills voids, and structurally repairs, leaving a new smooth surface. All the strength of new walls. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
The Orono Arcade is an ideal birthday party destination. We have the best arcade video games, including Tomb Raider, Halo, Need for Speed, Mario Kart, and Luigi's Mansion. You are guaranteed to have hours of fun. Plus, we also have a 9-hole blacklight mini golf course that changes weekly. Allow us to provide hours of fun for you and your friends. You bring the cake, we'll provide the entertainment. Call us today to schedule your birthday party event, 889-3166.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
On April 8th, Maine will experience a total solar eclipse. ABC 7 and Fox 22 want you to see one of nature's most beautiful and rare sights in the sky. We'll let you know the best places to see the eclipse, how to safely view it, and let you know why it's so special. We are the place for coverage of the Maine eclipse. Go to foxbangor.com and click on the Maine eclipse button to start to learn more today.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start with some big news out of Orono. One day after Amy Vachon agreed to a contract extension with the University of Maine, it's being announced that Maine hockey coach Ben Barr has done the same. Barr will be in Maine through 2028, signing an extension that kicks in next season with an annual $450,000 salary, $15,000 raises each year, and more money towards the assistant coaches, which is big. Barr has taken the Black Bears from a team that won just 5 conference games in his first year, 2 seasons ago, to now a contender for the Hockey East crown. He says so far, simply put, it's fun being here, but there's a lot of work ahead of them in order to reach the goal of being perennial championship contenders.
You know, hopefully we can add something to this community, and, you know, it's fun to be here on a Friday and a Saturday night, but the other side of that is we have to be stewards of it and understand that as nice as it is today, that's not guaranteed tomorrow. And our guys appreciate that too, because a lot of them have been here for the last 2 or 3 years, and they see, okay, it's always great, but if we want it to be like it is today, it's our job and our duty to make sure the standard stays high.
All right, good stuff right there. Looking forward to see what he can do in the next 4 years. And this year, let's stay in Orono now. We mentioned Amy Vachon having her contract extended by the university. The Black Bears back home this week after a road trip to New York. They're back in action in the pit on Thursday. The university announced Monday that Vachon is now also under contract through 2028. In her 6 years with the Black Bears, she has been named the conference's Coach of the Year 4 times and led her squad to 2 NCAA tournaments. She's amassed 143 wins in her time as head coach and has built the resume that most coaches would use to try and move up to a better school, better conference. But the Augusta native and former Black Bear says she's not enticed by the potential of more money and a bigger conference.
I love Maine. I love the university, you know, our program, and, you know, it's just home. A lot of times the grass isn't always greener, and, you know, I'm happy, and I was once told, don't mess with happy. Just because you have a chance to go somewhere else or make some more money, it doesn't necessarily mean it's better for you.
While Vachon is certainly happy with the Black Bears are also happy with her. I caught up with fifth-year senior Ann Simon and former Wyndham girls basketball standout Sarah Talon, who both offered some high praise for their head coach.
Coach Vachon comes to win, and she does what she can for, you know, our team to be successful, on and off the court. You know, for her to play here and then stay as a coach, you know, it sets a great example for young women like me.
Yeah, I'm really happy for her. Just happy to see that she's gonna stay for at least 4 more years. I'm just really thankful for her for everything she does for this program, but also for me. I'm always able to go talk to her if I have anything, and so does everyone else. So really happy for her.
All right, certainly some big news for the sport of women's basketball in Maine as a whole. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sipinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you, my friend Tyler. Our Maine weather today is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza and Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. And most of the United States, folks, pretty calm, right? We do have a little bit of rain, of course, in the western states, that line right there from Vancouver into Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, getting in round after round after round of rain. But most of the center part of the country, pretty clear. We've been lacking a lot of snow, especially in the center part, Midwest, upper Midwest, especially Minnesota, North Dakota, Wisconsin as well. Very, very mild winter so far this year. For us, not quite as mild. It's still been a little bit milder for sure. Snowfall-wise, though, we're, I would say, on pace for having an average winter to slightly below average. But up north, of course, North Maine, we are talking a lot more snow on the ground. For now, though, mainly cloudy skies. And we're going to get a little bit of snow by tomorrow. Very light, though. We're talking generally way less than an inch of snow in town. A little bit more up north where temperatures will be cooler. But this is just going to be like a little tease, let's say. Maybe 1.5 inches in some spots up north. Some isolated spots closer to 2 inches of that wet snow. But overall, though, with temperatures mainly above freezing, we're talking very, very minimal snow accumulations. As our future snowfall total map does show, maybe around 1/2 inch here in town at most. Up north, though, we got Millinocket area, and then, of course, into Greenville, and then some places slightly up north. We are talking a little bit more snow. Closer to Caribou, that might be overdoing it just a bit. We're not looking at 4.5 inches, but with cooler temperatures, we are definitely looking at some shovelable snow into northern Maine. Here in town, though, not too bad. Winds are also pretty light, anywhere around 5 to 10 miles per hour. We have Machias down by Bar Harbor, of course. Rockland's at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So pretty calm winds. Tomorrow, though, as a little bit of snow is in the area, very light snow, light and scattered, we are talking at wind gusts around 15, 20 miles per hour, but nothing too strong there. High temperatures, though. Our average, folks, is around 28 degrees this time of year. Take a look at this. So, okay, near average for today. Above average tomorrow into Friday, and then look at this. A little bit of a cool down Saturday. Still staying warm. Monday and then into beginning of next week, above average temperatures will be continuing in our region. For tonight, though, we're going to get a bit cool. Temperatures in those upper teens, mostly cloudy skies, a very light breeze, pretty much non-existent. For tomorrow, though, a little bit more of a breeze, cloudy skies overall, though, and some scattered snow showers in the region. Temperatures above freezing, mid-30s, so minimal accumulations generally, less than 1 inch of snow here in town, right by the coast, just a few flurries. Our extended forecast outlook does show a little bit of that snow on Thursday, possibly mixing with a little tiny bit of rain, staying mainly snow, very minimal accumulations in town. And then we stay pretty much closer to average right by Saturday and then right into Sunday. Beth and Peter?
Thanks so much, Conrad. So we're sort of in the reprieve zone right now, temperature-wise.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going to take a little dip Friday night.
It will. But yeah, nice to see a bit of a lull on the way.
Indeed.
Well, there's more to come. Stay with us.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Center Theater, Guilford Hardware, Kimball Insurance, McCusick Petroleum, Piscataquis County Collision, and Rowell's Garage and Car Wash.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is WVII Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At WVII Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Hello, fellow flyers. I'm the Savvy Traveler, here to share the secrets of convenience at Bangor International Airport. Parking, you're steps away from the terminal. Inside, even more conveniences. And friendly, efficient security. All of these make BGR the official airport of you. Remember, the Savvy Travel through Bangor International Airport. Flybangor.com.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Tonight, responding to the deadly attack on American service members.
Actions speak louder than words.
The investigation. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
NBA Wednesday on ABC. Suns.
If they keep playing like this, then there's no limit.
Nets.
Mikal Bridges, he's the guy they want to build around.
NBA Wednesday on ABC.
Finally tonight, top comedy improvisers in the state of Maine are coming together for a benefit show that aims to help support a Maine family whose little boy is fighting against multiple medical issues, and that little boy isn't even a year old yet. This is Cody. Cody has spent all but 3 days of his young life in the hospital after being born 7 weeks early and being diagnosed with multiple heart-related conditions, including one that is permanent. He's endured not one, but 2 open heart surgeries and is even scheduled for another procedure this week. He is being treated at Boston Children's Hospital, and his family says because his condition changes so frequently, his mother must be with him at all times while his dad stays behind in Maine to work. The family is from Standish, and Cody's uncle is organizing a comedy benefit show to raise funds to help the family with the costs of keeping Cody's mom with him in Boston.
Now that this is his new normal, it's going to be an ongoing expense for some time. So this is our opportunity to help raise awareness of their situation, to help raise money to cover those costs. Because right now, though insurance is covering Cody, it's not covering their stay or their expenses while they're down there.
Well, the event will feature family-friendly comedy improv similar to the beloved show Whose Line Is It Anyway? The show is at Nason's Community Center and Little Theater in Springvale, Maine on February 3rd. It starts at 7 p.m. and tickets are $20. Now, if you can't make it down to Springvale for the show, you can still donate to help this family. We will have all of the show information and a link to donate to help the family online on our website, foxbangor.com. By the way, Cody's first birthday is at the end of February, so let's pull together and help this family get him there.
Wow, just a really
heart-wrenching,
a really tough situation for that family, but a great way to show your support for them.
Yep.
I really hope that tons of people show up to that comedy show, and again, if you can't make it, you can still donate.
Just go online and donate, and just help raise this family up, as Mainers tend to do.
Exactly.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night.